Namaste everyone, my name is Henry Gomez. Welcome to this beginner Vinyasa class. Today we'll be doing some foundational type poses to help you build more strength within the legs, and we'll start in Sukhasana. I like to start off with Ujjayi Pranayama, where that's where you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose with slight constriction at the back of your throat. So as you breathe in through the nose, and on the exhale, open up your mouth like you're fogging up a window. And just keep that same breath movement, but with the mouth closed. That Ujjayi is to help to build the heat within the body. So come into tabletop position on the mat. We got hands shoulder width apart, shoulders stacking over wrist, hips over feet, over knees. So on an inhale, you drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone for cow pose. On an exhale, ground down through your hands, line of energy through your hands, and as you round through the spine, press into the tops of your toes, chin towards chest for cat pose, like a Halloween cat. On an inhale, flex through the spine or extend through the spine for cow. Exhale, your spine will be in flex as you round through the spine for cat. So move with your breath. Each inhale, dropping the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, cat pose. And just follow your own movement with the breath, connecting the breath to the body. As we're warming up the spine. On your inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Big toes to touch. You can also bring your knees wide for a stretch within the groin. And you can bring your arms out forward in front of you. Forehead comes to the mat. This is a resting asana to help rest when you are fatigued through the practice of yoga. You can always come back whenever you feel ready. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrist, hips over your knees. Knees are hips distance apart. Inhale, lift your right arm and your left leg for table, balancing table. Bring your right shoulder into socket. Flex your left foot. Feel that nice line of energy through your lifted heel, out through your fingertips. Keeping strong to your core. And feel that nice hand-earth connection with you in your left hand. Take one more full breath here. Exhale. Plant your hand and knee. Other side now. Lift your right foot up. Left hand up. Again. Nice line of energy through your right heel, out through your fingertips. Bring that left shoulder back into socket. Feel that hand-earth connection within your right hand. And just breathe here. Strong into the core. Exhale. Plant your hand and knee. Bring your hands further up to the mat. Tuck on your toes. On an exhale, sink your hips back and then up into downward facing dog. Our first one of the practice. Ground down through all 10 knuckle pads and finger pads. Press through the squishy part between your index and thumb. bicep creases towards the front of the mat, shoulders away from your ears. Feet are rooted down, heels do not need to come to the mat. Feel that hand and foot connection onto the mat. Internally rotate your thighs and engage your core. Tailbone up to the sky for downward facing dog. You can stay here in this nice neutral pose, or you can bend one knee at a time and feel that stretch within your calves and hamstrings. Pedaling at your dog, swaying from side to side. Inhale, come back to center. Come back to neutral. Ground down through your left foot. On an inhale, reach your right leg up for three-legged dog. Internally rotate your thigh so the inner thigh can get some sunlight. We're holding this for a couple of breaths here, building strength, keeping your shoulders up, keeping your hands evenly pressing down onto the mat. Squaring through your shoulders and also squaring through the hips. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Other side now, ground through your right foot. Inhale, left leg comes up. Flexing through your foot. Squaring through your hips. Some common tendencies is pressing through one hand more than the other. What you really want to do is ground down through both hands, just like in cat pose. Exhale, left foot meets right hand. Bend through your knees, look up, and slowly walk up towards the front of the mat. Meeting in a standing forward fold at the top of our mat. Big toes to touch. A little bit of space between our heels. Let your head hang loose. Option to put your hands onto blocks. Your hands don't come onto the mat. On an inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time to mountain pose. Tadasana. Lift your toes up, ground through all four corners of your feet, and bring your toes down. Engage your thighs by lifting up your kneecaps. Bring your pelvis into neutral position. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Start to breathe here. Setting attention for today's class. Couple rounds of Sun A. On an inhale, bring your arms out, up over your head. Urdhva Hastasana. Upward salute. Exhale. Fold on down. Uttanasana. Leading with your chest. Standing forward fold. Inhale. Bring your hands to your shins or thighs. Halfway lift. Spine long. Nice energy from your feet up to your crown of your head. Exhale, plank your palms. Come to plank. Option to bring your knees onto the mat. Exhale. Fold all the way down to your belly. And tuck your toes. Toes pointing straight back on an inhale. Cobra pose. Bhujangasana. Press into the tops of your feet. elbows hugging into your ribs. Exhale, fold on down. Forehead touches the mat. Tuck under your toes on an inhale. Push up to plank pose. Exhale, bring your hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just breathe here. How do you feel after that first sun A? On the inhale, bend your knees, look up, and walk or step to the front of the mat. Big toes together. On an inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Spine long. Exhale, fold on down, standing forward fold. Bend your knees as much as needed. On an inhale, ground down to your feet, reach your arms up overhead. Upward salute. Pause to get a touch. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your chest. Anjali Mudra. And then down by your side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Once more, gazing up to the sky, feels comfortable within your neck. Exhale, swan dive, folding on down, hinging from your hips, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto shins or thighs. Nice 7 pose. So we look like a 7. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, folding down onto your belly. Toes pointing back, hands by your ribs. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Cobra pose. Using your back muscles, pressing into the tops of your feet. Exhale, fold on down. Forehead touches the mat. Tuck under your toes. Inhale, push up to plank. Exhale, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Just to pedal out your feet, one knee at a time. Inhale, bend your knee, look up, step or hop to the front of the mat or walk. And inhale, halfway lift, shoulders away from your ears, spine long. Try not to crunch the back of your neck. Keep that nice length through your cervical spine. Exhale, folding back down, standing forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, pressing down through your feet. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Then down by your side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Gazing up to the sky. Exhale, fold on down, hinging from your hips, leading with your chest. Standing forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale. Halfway lift, spine long. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down towards your belly. Toes pointy back long. Hug your elbows into your side body. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Lifting your body off the mat using your back muscles. Exhale, lower back down. Forehead touches the mat. Curling your back toes. Inhale, push up to plank. Exhale, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, bending one knee at a time. Inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog like the beginning of your practice. Exhale, place it between your hands. You can always use blocks to bring your hands onto blocks to help bring the floor up to you. Bring your back knee onto the mat. Put your back knee on the mat. On an inhale, rise up. Low lunge. Square through those hips. Bring your right hip back, and in turn, bring your left hip forward to help better square the hips. Exhale. Hands framing your front foot, tucking in your back toes, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, place it between your hands. Bring your back knee onto the mat. You can tuck or bring the top of your foot onto the mat. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Anjali asana. Anjali is named after the mother of Hanumanasana, which is splits. So you're doing the splits pose. That is the son of Anjane, a little bit of Indian mythology. On an exhale, frame out your foot, bring your hands on either side of your foot, tuck in your toes, bring your front foot to meet your left, and downward facing dog. Bring your knees onto the mat, seek your hips for extended child's pose. A little bit of resting. Take a couple rests here. Inhale, come up. Tuck under your toes. Bring your hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, place it between your hands once more. Spiral your back foot 45 degrees. Check your heel arch alignment, the foundation of the pose. Inhale, reverse cartwheel up to warrior two. Grounding down through all four corners of your feet. Pressing the knife edge of your back foot. Heel arch alignment. Right knee over your small toes. The tendency is to front knee to splay in. What you want to do is push it out towards the right corner of your mat to protect your knee joints. And breathe. Exhale. Bring your hands to the mat, runner's lunge, left hand onto your mat or onto a block. Inhale, right hand up to the sky, easy twist. Back leg is strong and straight. Option is to bring your knee onto the mat. Exhale, right hand onto the mat. Come back to plank. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees, chest, chin. Inhale. Cobra pose, just like in our sun salutations. Hugging elbows to your side body. Shoulders away from your ears. Press into the tops of your feet. Exhale. Forehead to the mat. Tuck under your toes. Inhale. Come up to plank or all fours. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, place between your hands. Spiral your back foot 45 degrees. Check your heel arch alignment. Front heel in line with the back arch of your back foot. Inhale, reverse cartwheel up. Warrior two. Again, the same applies as the first round. Notice how one side feels different. because generally that will happen. One side is awfully more open than the other, and one side is more tight than the other. Head over heart, heart over pelvis, gazing over front fingertips. Our drishti. Drishti means our focus. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, framing your front foot, spiraling onto your back toes. Right hand onto a mat or a block. Inhale, left arm up to the sky for easy twist. Again, you can keep your back leg straight, or you can bring it onto the mat for a much modified pose. Always listen to your body, because your body talks to you. Exhale, right hand into the mat. Step back to plank. Exhale, drop your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, come up to tabletop or plank. Exhale, bring your hips back towards your knees and straighten through your knees, downward facing dog. Now we're going to challenge ourselves. So on an inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, place between your hands. Inhale, rise up. High lunge. If high lunge, you're not feeling it today, you can always come back to low lunge, just like the beginning of our class. Squaring through your hips. Shoulders away from your ears. Pinky slightly facing towards each other. Exhale. Frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Or excuse me, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog, bending one knee at a time. Inhale, left leg up. Place it between your hands. Stay high on your back foot. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Ashta Chandrasana. Again, you can always come back to the lower lunge if you're just not feeling this high lunge today. Staying strong to your feet. Back leg straight. Exhale. Hands frame your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, drop your knees. And come onto your sitting bones. Come into Dandasana. Legs straight in front of you. Feet are flexed towards your face. Spine long. Keeping that neutral curve into the spine. If there's a slump, you can always put a block underneath your sitting bones to help not have that slump in your back. We're going to a seated forward fold. So on an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinging from your hips, folding down. Letting your hands grab wherever it may grab, your shins, your feet, or even maybe your thighs. Staying strong, rooting down through your sitting bones. You don't want to fold too down, which will disrupt the foundation of the pose, which was the sitting bones. And in doing so, going too far, you can hurt your lumbar spine, your lower back, in other words. So always stay strong into your foundations. So on an inhale, come on up. Hug your right foot, sole of the right foot, onto the mat. Bring your right sole foot onto the mat. Left leg strong. Bring your left arm to wrap around your shin. Your right hand behind your back. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, slight twist. Exhale, come out of that one. Bring your right foot to meet your left. And notice how you feel. Bring your left foot onto the mat, right next to your inner thigh. Wrap your right arm around your left shin. Bring your left hand behind your back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Twisting from your mid-spine. Exhale, come out of that one. Come to lower onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet onto the mat, hips distance apart. Bring your arms by your side, fingers touching your heels. Take a full breath in here. Inhale. On the exhale, ground through your feet. Lift your hips off your back. Hips off the mat. A little slight back bend to end off the practice. Exhale, lower back down. One more time. Exhale, press to your feet, lift your hips off the mat. For bridge pose, exhale, bring your back onto the mat. Notice how that felt. Hug your knees in. Start to sway from side to side, bringing your sacrum, sinking your sacrum onto the mat. Going clockwise and counterclockwise, rolling out your sacrum onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chin. Your forehead, nice little ball. Exhale, lengthen through your legs for Shavasana, corpse pose, resting pose. Hug your shoulders into the back of your heart to lift your heart space up. Let your fingers naturally curl in, your feet splay out wide. Rest here. And Shavasana. to wing your fingers, your toes, your wrists, ankles, your legs, arms. Take a full body stretch and roll over to one side. Keeping your eyes closed. Coming up to seated position in Sukhasana, easy seat, like in the beginner class. Keeping your eyes closed on an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Bring your palms together, down to our heart. Take a full breath in here. Exhale out through the mouth, open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you on the mat again soon. Let me know how this one felt. Be well. Stay safe. Namaste.